Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free.
Good morning. I am in Sydney today and oh my goodness, it has been absolutely wild. Our plane time was changed from 11:35 p.m. to 1 a.m. and I was like, okay, cool, this is fine. Then it was changed to 7 a.m. So I got a pass to leave the airport, go back to my home. Thank God I live in Bali. And then slept for like 4 hours and then jumped on a plane. Went through this beautiful experience of duality where I was just like literally mapping out what my private jet interior is going to look like and all the things. And then I landed in Sydney yesterday afternoon at like 3 p.m. I slept for 12 hours. Like you can literally hear in my voice, I slept for 12 hours. I'm about to go up and get breakfast at the buffet, but I wanted to jump on really short and sweet because sometimes I have clients and people at the Bali retreat that are like, oh my gosh, it like you actually have times that test you and push you. I'm like, yes, we have to get over this delusion that life keeps getting easier and easier. Life does never, ever get easier. I would say life gets harder, but you get so good that it doesn't break you, that it doesn't affect you. The plane time changing, to 1 a.m. in the morning and then to 7 a.m., it didn't affect me at all because I have mastered that room in my psyche. I've mastered the room in my psyche where I'm like, throw whatever the hell you want at me. I will be okay. I will be okay. And this was shown to me last year when my grandma died, my best friend took his life, my dog passed away, I had to go to Paris, I had to go back to Australia for a wedding. Like it was just so much stuff came up and I was like, I'm an absolute queen. I've absolutely got all of this. So what I wanted to really quickly share with you guys, short and sweet, to the point, so that I can go and become a human again in this beautiful day. Sydney's actually such a vibe right now. Hey, Sarah Jane, how are you, beautiful soul? So really short and sweet. No one is ever going to come and save you. You have to do this yourself. Even if you invest in programs and coaching things and all the things, they are going to absolutely change the timeline, change your trajectory. But you're going to have to keep walking through that trajectory. And what you have to understand about the law of polarity is that success and failure are one of the same. They are the same thing. Your soul is going to give you those to master in Earth School on the human plane. You need to accept and fall in love with failure in order to be successful. Hey, beautiful soul. And so what we do a lot of the time is we think we don't want to go somewhere. We're like, I don't want to have no followers. You have to start with no followers. You have to fall in love with no followers. You have to turn up when nobody is watching you, like you're turning up to 1 million people, and you have to love that. When you love every part of nobody seeing you, then you can be seen. When you love every part of having no followers, then you can receive followers. When you love every part of failure, then you can receive success. When you love every part of being broke, then you can be rich. This is the law of polarity. It is my favorite universal law because it explains everything so well and explains the number one reason why most people never accomplish the life beyond their wildest dreams, because they cannot accept. Yesterday, when the plane just kept getting delayed, I was just in complete and utter surrender. I know in this lifetime, I am going to be going on private jets. Like that is literally the next mode of travel for me. That is what is going to be unfolding for me in the coming, whether it's months or years. I'm in surrender to the timeline because I'm in my feminine flow. But what you have to understand is that to have the goals and dreams that you absolutely desire, you must fall in love with where you are at so deeply. And you have to realize that there is no one that's going to save you. There is no one out there that's going to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to walk through the fire yourself. You can invest in every single coaching program there is. You can watch every single YouTube there is. And I can tell you right now, all the people that come into all my coaching programs, the Bali retreats, all the things, their timelines change. Their trajectories completely change. But you have to do it yourself. You have to walk through it yourself. I cannot tell you what to do. The reason the timelines shift when you come into a coaching program or to the Bali retreat is because you made a choice. And every choice you make is a quantum leap. But you have to choose again to walk that path again and again and again and again and again. Sarah Jane has just said, if I'm being honest, I've struggled with accepting failure. So just really, really quickly around that, I want to honor you because it takes balls to actually even have the vulnerability to share that. So, so, so beautiful. I think the most beautiful thing about failure is, as a society, we've been so conditioned and so brainwashed that we should not fail. How dare you fail? If you fail, you're a loser. But from the eyes of the soul, your soul's like, it's the law of polarity. It's the earth school prerequisite to succeed. If you're not failing, success is never going to be yours. So I would say to the failure, good on you. Like, go for gold, move towards the failure. It's so powerful. If you're not failing, you're never going to succeed. So for the people that are like staying in neutrality and they're not even trying, they're never going to even get anywhere. If you're failing, you're on the path to success. And that's what's so beautiful about it. So if I'm quote, like, I don't even use the word failure because I don't even believe in it. I think it's like a bit of a joke that the human form and condition has created to keep people stuck in a loop. You shouldn't fail. You have to fail to win. That's the only way to success, failure. And if you're failing, it means that success is coming because you're navigating through the path of the law of polarity. I failed for I think it was like 8 or 9 years in business, but I felt like my life was a failure for about 30 years. And I would not be the woman I am today without it. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful that it took me so long. And I'm so grateful for every single thing on my path because it's all there to serve you and your soul chose it. And there's nothing wrong with failure. We need to normalize it. Failure is the prerequisite for success. You have to fail to win. It's called the law of polarity. When you're failing, get excited. When things are going wrong, get excited. When everything feels like it's caving in and you can't move, get excited because the universe is moving all of the quantum particles so that the path beyond your wildest dreams can be seen. It is a blessing for things not to go your way. It is a blessing for God to show you a different path. It is a blessing to be rejected. It is a blessing to experience roadblocks. It is an absolute blessing. Use the law of polarity to remember that you have to start here and accept here to get here. I love you. I see you. If you're ready to go deeper with the 12 universal laws, which literally has allowed me to create a life beyond my wildest dreams, where I'm like, literally 24 hours ago, I was at a beach down south of Bali. Then I was like up in the jungles in Bali doing my Bali retreat. Now I hopped on a plane. Now I'm in Sydney for a conference. My life is absolutely wild and you don't need to want this life. But for me, this life is a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I'm so grateful and I love every part of it. I love it when my throat starts to be like, oh, we're a little bit tired. I love it when I'm experiencing expansion, tension in my body. I love when I'm experiencing epic flow. That's how we give birth. Remember how we give birth. We contract, we expand, we contract, we expand, we contract, we expand. Failure, success, failure, success, failure, success. And you don't even need to call it failure anymore. Just contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. That's how you give birth. Without the failure, you cannot be the arrow that pulls back to projectile launch forward. Failure is the prerequisite for success. Failure is so needed. You are so powerful. You're so powerful, Sarah Jane. You're so powerful. I'm crying. I love you. I see you. I love you so deeply. I love you. I'm literally holding my feminine earring as I'm saying that. So tune into your feminine side today. Soften, allow, listen for the clairaudience. Listen, listen, listen. Listen, it's coming. The life beyond your wildest dreams is coming, you know it. But first you have to accept the life that is not beyond your wildest dreams to manifest the life beyond your wildest dreams. It's a thing with this 3D plane. But if you guys want to join the free challenge, make sure that you click on the link below. It's absolutely going to change your life. I'm going to be turning up for 12 days, going deep with every single spiritual law so you can activate it into your psyche and step up to the next level, because you understand the rules of Earth School. So therefore, you can step into a life beyond your wildest dreams where nothing is what it seems. I love you. I see you. You've absolutely got this, Sarah Jane. I love all of you. I see all of you in your darkest places. I've been there more times than I can count. And I'm so fucking grateful for the pain, the discomfort, the overwhelm, the frustration, the failure. I'm grateful because that is what's made me the woman that I am today. And I could not serve you the way that I do. I could not live this dream life without going through more failure than most people. Fail more, fail harder, run towards the discomfort, do the things you don't want to do, be uncomfortable, because it's not an easy journey. But when you start to lean in and keep running towards the pain, the discomfort, the overwhelm, the frustration, nothing will be able to battle you anymore, and you will win the war against yourself, and you will realize that you're riding the waves instead of being drowned by them. Big love, wealthy old soul. Mwah.